Hi, I'm Rachel Thompson Phillips, and today I'm doing an energy forecast for May the 22nd to May 28th. So for people who don't know me, I run an online business called BU Intuition, where I work with people to harness and connect in with their intuition and sharpen those skills. Also go on, intuition is more than just about, the gifts. It's about going on this beautiful self-discovery. So I run an online course, and I also am the creator of BEYOU'OracleCards, which is what I will be using today to do today's energy forecast. And I also have another online course where I help people create their own online programs, because I'm a really big buff for education. I think the more people can learn, the more that they can discover more about themselves and connect in and tap into their beautiful skills that they have. So they're just a few of the things that I do. So if you would like to know more about me, please feel free to jump onto my website, and happy to connect with people. So let's jump into the week's forecast for May 22nd to May 28th. Now, the last couple of weeks, she's been a little bit rough. There's been a lot of emotions. There's, full moons, new moons, planets going retrograde. Now they're turning direct. It's just been a mishmash of a great deal of emotions, and everyone has been going through a little bit of an emotional roller coaster. So the exciting thing for this week is that it's going to start to plateau. Okay, so the cards that have come out this week, the first being the chaos card, then the next is contentment, and then playfulness. Now, you're probably wondering, why would I think the card of chaos would be a really great way to start the week? The card of chaos came out, and that's for Monday, Tuesday. The middle card for contentment is for the energy for Wednesday through to Friday, and then the weekend brings us back to being playful. So when this card of chaos came up, it means that there's a very, very big disconnection to self, and that is also quite symbolic of what's been happening on an emotional level for a lot of people over the last couple of weeks, because we've been delving so deep into so many various levels. I'll get that out. It's enabled some people to become really, really disconnected to self. And some of the symptoms that can show that you're very disconnected from self is being in a state of busyness. Now, busyness doesn't necessarily mean that there has been productivity. It's just that we get ourselves into a state of busyness, and therefore that detracts away from us actually looking at what the core is that's going on. So I asked, and I wanted to know, well, what was a way in which we can overcome this? Because, no one likes to stay in a place of chaos, being in a state of busyness. It really does amp up our adrenal glands. We become very, very depleted. And then we can also become a little bit cantankerous, especially if we're spending a great deal of time but not really accomplishing anything. So I asked, what was it one thing that we could do to be able to overcome and be able to bring equilibrium and balance back to the first 2 days of the week? And the card that came up was the card of love. So when this card comes up, it's about, especially when you put it with the card of chaos, it's about giving love to self, being very kind, being gentle, being aware of the chaotic busyness that can occur, and be gentle and kind with yourself. Shower yourself with the love that you need at this point, because obviously there's a very big core disconnection that's going on, that's coming up, that the solution to the problem that's going to help you move through and shift through that stuck energy is love. A lot of the times we can get very emotional, and we bring forward this real harshness within ourselves, and we expect that we should be more, and we should do more and have more, and pressure and expectation comes forth big time, and that doesn't really help us, because if you're feeling awesome, it's really good, you can move through those layers. But because people have been going on such an intense emotional roller coaster, our energy levels get depleted, so therefore our self-value and self-worth also becomes depleted too. So by bringing through this level of love is going to bring in a unity of self and a connection back to self. So please, for Monday and Tuesday, just remember the love that resides within you. Remind yourself of the beauty that is within you that you love to share with others, because you know what, sharing love is such a beautiful way in which we give other people permission to see a different side of ourselves. So it's also really important to share with that love with self, because remember, the most important relationship we will ever have in this world is the one that we have with self. Because of that, it's going to bring us to this level of contentment, which is really beautiful. So when we come to a place of contentment, it usually also shows that we have worked through things because we've brought in this new level of self-love. So contentment is a really beautiful place because it means that we have moved through, shifted a lot of energy, but it also means that it's coming back to that place of being really contented with the person that you are. When you have moved through different layers and gained a new level of perception, it does bring us back to a level of contentment. And that's really nice because it's that real quietness within. It's that place and where there's all levels of acceptance, which is, you know, no one can deny how incredibly powerful it is to connect in with ourselves and be at peace with who we are. It's an incredibly dynamic and powerful resource that is available to every single one of us. So utilize this time through Wednesday and Friday to just really relish in the moment of contentment. Now, because you will have gone from being crazy chaotic to move into this level of contentment, you can find that the mind becomes incredibly quiet. So try not to engage it again to get into that place of busyness and busy mind. You know, it is often really quite nice to be able to have a peaceful mind, because it also means that we're being really productive in our decision-making process. We can make decisions much quicker. So that gives us back more time and energy if we're not wasting it and, you know, expressing it in ways that's not going to benefit us to the most maximum. So the weekend is all about like coming back to this fun place. So as adults, we get into a whirlwind of, you know, the should do's, the have to's, and needs to, and we fail to see how important it is for us to be able to go and experience some fun, let your hair down, kick back a little bit, use that expression like children do. They have the beauty that when they are at a park and you see children playing in the playground, they can just really enjoy being present and being engaged in that very moment and frolicking around and laughing with their heads chopped off. So my greatest suggestion would be do things that are really going to engage and bring you through that childlike nature of being able to let go of all of those expectations and pressure and just allow yourself to enjoy life. So this week is really bringing through a really sound connection, that it's about being able to enjoy our life, take stock and take a moment to just stop and being able to, you know, we're not supposed to always, it's like that saying, it's not about the journey of getting from A to B, it's about the journey itself, and we should allow ourselves and give ourselves permission to enjoy it. That's what this week is about, is bringing some enjoyment back to our world. We can't always be in a state where we are continuously going within. It's about also, you know, coming through that other side of going within and being able to say, you know what, I went on this beautiful journey of self-discovery and I learned so much about certain things that presented themselves. Now it's time to actually just enjoy my life and just be present in the world that's around us. So it really is about fine-tuning some of the things that are going on in your world to be able to enable you to really allow yourself to just enjoy life and what that ever means for you, because someone's level of enjoyment is so very different for another. So just connect in with yourself and, you know, ask yourself really powerful questions like, what is it that I need right now? And give yourself that space to explore that. It's so vital that we give ourselves that space to be able to enjoy life and be present. So it looks like it's going to be a very peaceful week. Remembering the key is to bring love in for Monday and Tuesday, and then the next following from Wednesday onwards is coming back to having some internal peace, which, you know what, I never met anyone that doesn't enjoy to come to a place where they can really enjoy that internal peace. So I wish everyone an incredibly wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Much love. Take care. Have a great week.